This meeting is being recorded.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to the Literature Cafe Global. Tonight at 1:11 a.m., the
111.
world is about to end. I mean, no, just joking. The world's
What?
not about to
Come on, man.
end.
It's not even
We
funny.
are just having a
Ah,
Zoom, like a
guys.
Zoom show. I was just kidding. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, the old H.G. Wells and he's not good.
No.
No, it's actually all about fun at 1:11 a.m. And here we go. We've got a lot going on tonight. We've got a wonderful song that we're going to begin the show with.
Yeah,
By
Brian
none
is
other
not H.G. Wells. He
It's
doesn't
not H.G. Wells.
he doesn't even know H.G. Wells.
I don't know H.G. Wells, but I've
I
heard of
have
him.
not even heard him tell me that he's a fan of H.G. Wells. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just a fan. I don't know him.
He doesn't know
So,
him. He's just a fan. Okay.
right. Just want to get that straight.
And
That's
he
the
was just
beginning of the show.
quoting H.G. Wells in a
I don't know him
War of the Worlds. I don't know. Anyways,
yeah,
little radio show.
or when the world's going to end. All I know is this is the beginning of a show, and this is Mr. Patrick Michael of the Unknown Sounds. And he always starts out every show we do, and that's how it's always going to be. So here we go, Mr. Patrick Michael.
This-
And now, Mr. Patrick Michael of the Literature Cafe Global. Patrick.
All right. And that was Mr. Patrick Michael of the Unknown Sounds. He's been heard all over town, and he will continue to be as he masters with guitar, vocals, and so much more. All right. It feels great that we actually have someone on the show, even though there's only two of us. David's here. He's also a guest and a producer, but he's still a guest. So it's kind of like a catch 22 show, you know? So I kind of like it. I haven't been a guest in a while.
Producer for the Literature Cafe Global, but I'm also a
Yeah,
guest.
yeah. So it's kind of cool, and that's why media works, everybody. This is this is great, yeah. All right. Okay. So, David, how have you been?
I've been okay. Just been one of those days.
Wow.
Last day of the month is always difficult.
Yeah. Well, guys, this show is special because we haven't done a Zoom show in a while, and the insanity of just two people sitting there. We usually have a lot more people, but what we're thinking is we're going to add to this program at least a couple more people we know, some videos we have, and make it longer as if that was the whole show. To the science of fixing things. All right. So without further ado, I will read from the new book, Bizarre Verse.
This is his book, Bizarre Verse. We both together. He wrote the entire book. I helped edit it, but he wrote the entire thing. It's got a bunch of color printed artwork in it. He did all the artwork. They're all
For the guitars, everybody.
he's produced. His,
If you're living in Nashville, you gotta love guitars. If not, it's okay. We love guitars in Nashville.
yep.
That's right.
There's this old joke I used to tell people that weren't from Nashville. I'd be like, yeah, when you're in high school, in Nashville area. I didn't go to high school in Nashville, but anyways, I was like, you're issued a guitar, in class,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody gets one. And that's so when you leave high school that you're a dime a dozen. No, I don't know, but it's just a joke.
Yeah, I got my guitar when I left school. They were like, "Here's your guitar, and you better learn that thing."
You're issued a
You have a
guitar,
guitar in every house.
yeah, like combat boots and them or something. No, I don't know, but
See, this is why David and I think would have a great show. And if we could get picked up like a major broadcasting
oh,
company,
come on now.
You don't think so?
I'm just not. I don't know. I don't know what I think about all that. But
He's the one that was part of the deal already with the network. It's over. Ah. It's like,
no, I mean, yeah, take Brian, please. No.
they can't make me the host. No, I think it's great because we all have different ways we approach all this. And David's always out there anyway, doing festivals, performing, being seen, helping people on a constant basis every day. So you're a shining star even when you're not on a stage. So just know that.
So are you.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to get to the book now. And as I said, coffee house art. Well, coffee house art happened from looking at a picture of myself leaning on a wall when I was younger. My hair was slicked back. And a James Dean look, like kind of like tonight. Oh no, kind of like that. And I had a leather jacket on, and I looked like I was sure of myself. And I was hanging out with friends and family in a coffee house. And for some reason, I just touched the painting. And when I looked at it later, this is what it made. I touched the wall of the coffee shop. It had a painting that spoke jazz to me. I looked out in belief for something deeper than shallow vibes. I was hypnotized by capturing a deep stare into infinity in the now. Somehow, years later, I was see me standing there, confident and aware. The moment of clarity was to feel the art as if it could imitate life and vice versa. Old standards began to play. As I heard the lady at the microphone sing a lullaby to me. Suddenly, my leather jacket and black t-shirt was gone. I wore an astute-looking double-breasted suit, fit for a connoisseur of the finer things in life. I touched the wall of the coffee shop. It had a painting that spoke jazz to me. Sing a lullaby to me. Old conversations in sway. so tired of only hearing about the haze of shades. I reached for the light that glows in an old time place. I could hear the glasses and the ice as it shakes. I touched the wall of the coffee shop. It had a painting that spoke jazz to me. I like these walls. I must reach further into a mixture of time and space. I need to hear them both living and dead, speaking strange melodies and verse in my head. Old standards in play. As a record scratches with a melody, I touched the wall of the coffee shop. It had a painting that spoke jazz to me. Sing a lullaby to me. Oh, sing a lullaby for times gone by. All right. That was all for the coffee house. You don't see many of those these days. You go to your kitchen, hey, there's a coffee pot. It's in a house, coffee house. Really, not so exciting anymore.
Yeah.
And that was inspired by, and I'll give it the coffee house's credit, Cafe Coco,
Oh
the
yeah.
best coffee house in Nashville ever.
Is it still like a 24-hour coffee house?
It's open 24 hours sometimes. It's not
Okay.
always.
Interesting.
So I never get to go when it's open 24 hours because I'm working those days, you know.
Yeah, it used to be open 24 hours every day. It was something else. I guess the whole pandemic thing probably
Yeah, kind of.
like it has other things. Most
Well, if
things.
you remember, right when we were about to have our biggest crowds there, that's when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
We were in a big crowd that night, and we had all these people, everybody out there listening in TV land or computer land. Man,
Yeah, it was like
all
the
these
Literature
people.
Cafe Global live event at Cafe
Yeah,
Coco, and we had to shut it down. Like everybody else had to their stuff down. It was rough.
and here we are. We're on Zoom, me and David. I have some cans of potted meat. I think I'm gonna survive. Really?
Golly. Oh man.
No, no, I'm
Hear
fine.
that?
I got my MREs. But
MRE.
hey, we're gonna have David do another song here because David is an awesome performer, and we might go back and forth a couple times here, give you a little
Yeah.
more of the book. But also, a good thing to know is David's selling CDs as well. He's got some
I
music.
am.
How can they get your music, David?
Well, these new these new CDs I'm selling them for about you can you know DM me on Facebook, just private message me or whatever, and uh, I've got I just ask people, I can send them a CD in the mail. I have CDs for about $7 that I make. I'm trying to think. I might, while Brandon's reading some poetry, I'll come back and show you closer look at some of my CDs. I've got like some new ones I'm making here. This is a CD I came out with I guess, I don't know, about 6 months ago. Um, it's called Underneath the Embers. These are like new ones I'm making, but it's gonna have a back to it as well. I just haven't printed that yet, but I'll show you more of album that I produced earlier this week. They're very high quality, premium photo paper. Both sides artwork on these prints that I'm doing. I think I've sold my CDs for like $5 in the past, but I'm gonna sell these for $7 because I paid a little extra attention to, making the CD covers have, artwork on the front and back and that sort of thing. I would need also like his book, postage. I'd ask you to donate the postage included, and pretty much I the way that you can pay me is to like just donate to my donate whatever the cost of it is to my Bandcamp page, which I'll try to send a link or whatever to my Bandcamp later on and stuff like that. So, but Yeah, if anything, just people listening to my music is fine. You know, I don't expect people to buy my CDs. I mean, it's great when people do because it allows me to sustain my life and my family and stuff like that, and it supplements my day job and stuff, which I won't talk too much about because it's
I would agree, man,
uh,
David. As soon as I start selling a lot of these books, I want to tell everybody in America, and I'd be a very happy man because I remember when Stephen King did the Bachman books, and it was a series of little books, and man, we were all rushing out just to get some Stephen King or whatever, and it was like a bunch. No, I don't know if it was Bachman books or another set of books he did, but there was a set of books that Stephen King did, and I had to have them all, and so you went out and you got them all. But to me, I put really good stuff in there, and also I'm going to take in a really in thought. If it's really good for the first one, make sure your second one's just as good, and the third. So out of this, we're hoping to have three: Bizarre 1, 2, and 3. And we got to start with part 1. So
that's cool,
I'm
man.
learning.
That's
Exactly.
awesome. I,
So what are you going to sing for us, David?
I'm gonna sing a song. This is an old song. I just
All right.
thought of it the other day, and I was like, wow, I haven't played this in a while. I wrote this back in probably like 2003 when I was living in Los Angeles and missing a bunch of my friends and family and stuff. Uh, and then as the years go by, it's what 2022 now, and I just more and more people, were so me and everybody I grew up with are so further apart. Some have passed away, and it's just like wow, it's been a long time since I've seen a lot of people. So this is just about missing friends and having to go find my way because uh, sometimes when you're alive, you don't feel like there have been times in my life when I felt like I don't fit into my own life, and I feel like I have to get out of town and go experience some things and come back later.
Yeah.
Nashville area has always been kind of my home base. I live in the Upper Cumberland now, which is like east of Nashville, about 100 miles or whatever. But I don't know. It's I guess you see people and then you don't see them for a while and you miss them and stuff. So um, this is called Love, Need, and Fire. fire overwhelms my brain. Love, need, fire overwhelms my brain. Did you ever think we'd stop complaining? Did you ever think we'd stop rearranging our priorities to suit ourselves? Did you ever think a day would come when the distance would be this long, in time and space simultaneously? But we sure did have good times, the only ones I keep in mind. Our small sense of community. These are more than memories. Back then I failed to see. These are the building blocks that bounded me. No care for petty things, but the things that mattered most. No matter how we felt inside, they were the tail end of our jokes. This is how I learned to live. This is what made me survive. Even though I left for good, this is what kept me alive. Love, need, fire overwhelms my brain. Love, need, fire overwhelms my brain.
That was wonderful, David.
Thanks,
Thought I
man.
got to go to the rock show there.
Oh, by the way, did we? My project is called REBERHEAD. REBERHEAD. It's kind of hard to tell by looking at my CDs because it's got some wacko font that I've made up and stuff. But it's REBERHEAD. You can find me at reberhead.bandcamp.com. REBERHEAD.bandcamp. Whatever, however. Yeah. You can find most of my music, including that. I think that song's on there. You can find it though on YouTube as well if you wanna hear it. It's on YouTube, music or YouTube. The website and stuff. So, thank you all for listening, and back to Brian.
All right. Well, guys, I was thinking about how they always say you write poetry, forget about things, and get it out of your system so you can move on. Well, my thing is, once I've written it, I kind of remember it a little more sometimes. And I thought of the spirit of art, and it's kind of got a bit of a Poe touch to it. Makes you feel kind of sad, kind of like you're inside on that evening, and there's a fire crackling, and you're trying to write, at least in your mind. And so this came to pass. Spirit of art. His art would haunt his dreams. There would be vivid hallucinations and night terrors. Strange thoughts would traverse across his mind, and he'd write them down. Each premise is equally odd as the other, but somehow it all made sense, almost seemed profound. Each moment grows with epiphany upon miracle. There were times when the faces screamed in endless madness. He discovered that it was his own, alone in the talks, silent before no one. His art would haunt his dreams with the vivid fantasy of the great Maelstrom song, which rights all the wrongs. He would be considered eccentric and in left field, standing there in all black clothing with a red balloon. His art would haunt his dreams. The faces screamed vivid hallucinations of the great Maelstrom song, the one that rights all the wrongs. Night terrors, simple errors, the eternal scream from within. The first one that begins the whole journey. In a world of Poe and ravens, in a world of safe haven, brazen and remembering, the art would haunt his dreams. Thank you. It kind of came out like I was in the parlor.
That was excellent. That was very
Yeah.
good.
I just added, I just shared our stream actually to Akate and everybody. I'm hoping some people
Oh,
will
yes.
pop in.
We need to promote that. That's something
Yeah.
that I've been waiting on.
Let's talk about Akate a little bit too.
EK4T3.
Yes.
It's a collective out of Milan, Italy. They're really cool. Brian and I are both participants in the collective. We really enjoy it. There's great people. It's like dark art, dark electronic music, all compiled into just really nice familial community feel with what we all do. It's really awesome.
Mhm.
It's like the EK4T3 collective. See if I can find something that says it on there. This is a stamp that I put on my CDs that says, I don't even know if you can see that. Hang on, let's see here.
It's a
What
great
have I
looking
got
stamp.
here? We got their logo. Okay, here we go. This is like a sticker I have, but this is a logo. If you haven't seen it, now you do. You can find them on Facebook, Bandcamp, EK4T3. So that's that. I don't know if that's backwards or not, but that's what it is.
I like it. I will vape
Yeah.
to that.
I'll vape to
My
that.
nicotine level is 3 on my vaping, but hey, it's stopping me from cigarettes. So hey,
I'll drink my coffee to that. How about that? There we go.
there you go. See, this is
To
what you do
Akate.
at 1:40. To Akate. And this is what you do at 1:40 a.m. when you got the power of this.
Yeah, I have to work tomorrow, so we won't be going too far.
We're probably going to end it with another song and a poem, and hope that everybody had a joyful time watching this. And
yeah, I would like. So yeah, let's do one more song, one more poem. You want to?
Yeah, why not?
do it.
Got to give them a little something because they've been watching, and if somebody watches this, it's a rerun after you watch it but it's okay because we can rerun it as many times as we want.
Yes.
Like.
Now, I'm going to play a song. This is dedicated to Ekate, the collective. It's not just inclusive of just the collective. It's anybody. It's about when I was in ROTC in high school, and my ROTC captain. Well, it was actually the sergeant that is the teacher of the class or whatever. He told us he told me that he thought I was an anachronism, and I didn't really know what that meant, and so he told me to look it up. So I looked it up, and the word anachronism, is descriptive of somebody who was kind of like born in a place or a time that doesn't really fit them. Like maybe they belong somewhere else or at some other point in time, and they just somehow, kind of like I guess Fry on Futurama, if anybody's ever seen that cartoon, where he was cryogenically frozen and woke up in like the future, and he was like from the 90s. So I don't know. So anachronisms are people that like people that it describes people that just don't necessarily fit in where they are, and they just do the best they can. And a lot of people that I know that are like anachronistic type people also coincidentally tend to be like really into art or creative stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. So this is just about just me thinking about everybody I know that's like really into like creation, producing, original content, crafts, art, what have you, music, all that, movies and everything like that. So this goes out to everybody that's into that, especially people that are a part of EK423. That was never meant to hold. Justice swings like a pendulum. Existential sentiment as a good omen. I take to heart the care that you provide. Wisdom not meant to forever subside. It's in the ebb where we live our lives. The turbulence gives us breath and mind. The universe that speaks as well as time. Definitions found in the expeditions. When we learn of the words we speak, where our consciousness begins to peak. Led into golden alchemy, semantic memories of the existing, ritual trance to favorite dream. What my life is becoming, anti-society of anachronistic entities. They never cease to be connecting and reconnecting. Rising star and setting sun. Reflections of what we did become, what we were and who we are. A caravan that has come so far. That's all I got. It's late.
It was amazing, man. Well,
I'm so tired, and I've been up since like 6:30 yesterday, so
uh,
I did the best I could on that. I hope you could hear what I was saying. So if not, that's okay too.
very good.
Thanks, man.
Well, I'm going to end mine on note with what we started the show with, because I just felt it. All right, here we go. And back again to end the show, we have Mr. Patrick Michael of the Unknown Sounds. And here we go.
And now, Mr. Patrick Michael on the Literature Cafe Global.
This is called Guru.
Yeah, turn it up.
Mood music. Mood music and gurus. Wearing sandals, no typical shoes. Long hair and cosmic vision. Late night haze and still driven. Late hours and strange women. Past dawn and gone swimming. Summer heat soon to arrive. Dressed for a breeze, but you step inside. Mood music and gurus. Wearing sandals, no typical shoes. Acting like everything is possible. Open to the universe and beyond. Singing mantras of peace, aware. Looking but lost in the stare. Mood music and gurus. Wearing sandals, no typical shoes. Strange gathering of the odd. A reading on the street. Progressive scream. Dance with dandelions. In the dream. Mood music and gurus. Wearing sandals, no typical shoes. Long hair and cosmic vision. Late night haze and still driven. Scream. In the dream. Progressive. Expressive. Long hair and cosmic driven. Visions to see. Mood music and gurus. Wearing sandals. No typical shoes. All right. Well, guys, that was a reading from Bizarre Verse, which David is the official editor of and made it possible. And we've loved doing this show for you tonight, as I haven't done anything on Zoom in a while.
I I know it was just like, it doesn't take much to have a good time, and I don't know,
Yeah.
we had a good time, so.
Oh, I felt it, man. That music was amazing coming out of that acoustic guitar, and his voice is quite the same. And I felt like tonight, more poetry, more music.
Yeah.
And it is officially 1:51 a.m. and we're still up, but I'm imagining David wants to go to bed soon.
Yeah, and by the way, this is an EK423 shirt. We're selling these the collective is selling them for, in America, $16. So if anybody wants one, hit me up.
Yes.
I'll find a way to get you one. So thanks.
All right, rock and roll, man. This was like a revolutionary rock and roll show, because it almost didn't happen, man. It really, but it came together though,
We
guys.
didn't know what we were doing. We've been doing like these Zoom events and putting them on YouTube. Very simple. This whole thing was a little, I don't know, it took a little more. We didn't really try this before. We didn't really think about it. I don't know.
See, the first idea,
we got it.
The first idea was I was going live on Facebook. I'll add somebody. No, I could not find the button. And guys, we need to holler at Facebook and be like, really? That's what we need to say. Really? That's it. And maybe they'll get it.
No, I mean, I don't know. I'm happy. I appreciate the fact that they let us do. They allow us.
I appreciate it very much, but I kind of wish it could be a little more concise. Like, this is the button you press to add people.
Well, I hear that. Yeah, I think it is like that. I think there was like a go live button that you had to hit or something like that, or you had to. Yeah. I don't know. I still kind of had a confusing time with it, but we got it. So that's the thing. It's manageable. So that's good.
And if y'all have any comments of things you'd like to see in future reference, poets, music, anything, well, let's put that show together too. And until
If
then,
you
I
have
guess,
any ideas,
yeah, if you have any ideas, send them our way.
send them our way, or put them on the Literature Cafe Global, what have you, the Facebook group.
Yeah, that
There's
Facebook
a
group, the
the
Literature
Literature
Cafe
Cafe
Global.
Global is what it's called, and it's a group on Facebook. If you're not already a participant, we'd really appreciate having you. If you want to share your art and music or anything creative, really, we're just it's just like a creative, you know, permanent meetup on Facebook where people share their stuff. So we'd love to have your your productions on there, you know, and
Yeah, input's
input.
always,
Yeah,
yeah.
we like reading new stuff. It's pretty cool. So do a lot of other people on the group as well. Everybody's real encouraging, and we appreciate that. Yeah, we don't.
And also we have episodes on YouTube, which if anybody DMs David, he most likely will tell you where to find it all. And a lot of shows and
Yeah.
good stuff. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna let it end because I can tell everybody wants to get some rest. And I would stay on the air all night long if we knew we get more people, but
If I
I
have
think
good
we
work for
I
them.
think we reached our limit of people that have seen us. And we're going to be in the rerun episode. So rerun us like a billion times. It's okay. Yeah.
we're, we're, we're not gonna think it's awkward or nothing. Yeah.
No, I won't feel awkward. So guys, really, we're going to have some
Peace
credits
out.
roll after this, as I was talking about how we could edit it down. And we'll have some credits roll and maybe a song for you. And you all have a good night and stay safe and eat lots of popcorn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.